Alright, we made a Tenstrike guide here. I'll do the best I can. I'm not scripting any of this, I'm just kind of going off whatever the fuck I'm saying. Hopefully this helps. I see a lot of problems on Tenstrike which can easily be solved. People don't do research, they don't actually know how the fucking mechanic works. But yeah, I'll try to get to the point as good as I can. First off, Tenstrike, when you're looking at the one marker, which is north, this is where you want to look. At the start of Tenstrike, this is where you want to look, and you want to spread in your quick march spots. So L1 to 4, spread like this way, from 1 to 3, or whatever your markers may be, on the left side, whatever the fuck is facing this north arrow. L1 to 4, this way. R1 to 4 is this way. So you want to have an even spread. If you have too many people on this side, you're going to have a lot of issues on Tenstrike. And you don't want that. Anyway, I'll show you how it's spread out here. So as you can tell, the machinist is already pre-positioned down here because he's L4, which is good. He's in the right spot. Now, you can already see, so I can see right now the Astro is L3. He's just putting up a heel real quick and then moving back here. This guy is L1. He's pretty over to the right side, but it's fine. It should be kind of L1 and R1 like more around the 1 together, but it's okay. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. So three people are going to be targeted with the hatch, and then you have to stand in the Neuralink. So we'll see who gets started here. Boom, just like that. So you have this guy go to 1 because he's closest to 1. This guy should plant at 3. He should not move over to 2 because he's already here. And this guy should move over to 2. Now the hard part is intercepting and the Earthshakers. That's most of the problem. So I'll explain that in a minute. But in terms of this, so let's say these 3 all got targeted. So 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Let's see all these 3 got targeted. You want to move in a rotation to spread out the hatches, right? So you want to have 1 in each thing, right? But if you have 3 over here, people panic and they're like, where do I go? In the case where it's these 3, this guy should move over to 2. This one should move to 3, and this one should stay up here at 1 because he's closest to it. So they should rotate like that. This guy shouldn't try to like sprint to 3 because there's no reason to. If this guy just moves over, this one can move into 3, and then everything will be okay. Now, a big problem with this is that people don't spread in their quick march spots. So, like I said before, L1 to 4 this side, R1 to 4 this side. If you have too many people on the right side over here for some reason, you might have too many people cluttered, and you don't know what to do. You don't know who's intercepting, you don't know what. So the people who don't get targeted need to stay on this side because they need to intercept either 1 or 3 or like 1 and 2, etc., etc. So you want to plant them there. So as you can see, they plant. Now, this is where you have to be very aware of your surroundings. This guy is clearly not close enough to 3. So right now, as what you're seeing here, nobody's intercepting 3. This technically should have been this guy's job. This guy up here could have intercepted 1, but I'm not sure exactly who does, but there's nobody covering 3, so this is a problem. You need somebody to cover every single one. Luckily, the dude on the right side adjusted and he moved over here, which is perfectly fine. As long as somebody is intercepting, it does not matter. As long as that's very clear, that's all that matters. So you just sit in it, eat it, and then move straight back. You move directly back. Now for the people that are intercepting, I see this a lot. Some people stand directly behind the dude that is already taking the first one, and you can't do that because as you just seen, Nail does dive bombs on random players like that. Now it dives one set of people, and then it'll dive a second set of people. You might not get dived on at all. But if this dude was directly behind him and then he went straight in, he risked killing this guy because the dive bomb would have hit him if he started directly behind and then moved in. This dive bomb that's about to hit this guy would have killed the machinist, sorry. And yeah, he would have died. So when you're intercepting, you make sure you are on the side and then move in from the side. Do not move in from directly back because they need to move directly back. They can't move to the side. So you have to start on the side if you're intercepting. Now most people, at least in Party Finder, they jump to indicate what they're covering. In this case, I believe they're in comms, so they already are aware. You don't even technically need comms or to jump as long as somebody's doing it. All the people are aware of what's going on. But as you can see, this guy got dive bomb. So if he was directly behind and then moved in, he would have hit this guy. And then he would have died. So yeah, always intercept from the side and then move in. Boom, just like that. Easy peasy. And then everybody, as soon as the last hatch is taken, everybody should collectively start to move towards one, because you don't know who's going to get targeted with Earthshaker. The people that don't get targeted with Earthshaker wait around the 1 marker. So you use the corners of the 1 marker to indicate where you're going. So the guy over here, so if somebody's right here where my mouse is, he's going to get the top Earthshaker in the second set. The guy at the bottom side and the right side here is going to get this on the side here. Basically, if it's not your turn, like if you're the second set, you wait around the corners to indicate where you're recovering your second Earthshaker. As you can tell, there we go. This guy didn't get targeted. These 4 did. Now, it can be tricky, but it's not that bad. People just need to use their eyes. So we need to have an even spread of like 2 people, 1 around here, 1 in this inner cardinal, somebody else in the inner cardinal up here, and then somebody else down here kind of at A. They don't need to be at the wall, but don't be too far inward, or the person taking the second set will not have anywhere to stand, because after they drop the Earthshakers, it drops a little puddle, and you don't want to stand in the puddle. Like, as you can see how they're lined up like this in a square. So you know that this guy is going in the top inner cardinal. This guy is taking the lower. This guy's also taking the lower, and then this one's also taking the inner cardinal in the second set. See, just like that. There's 1 over here, 1 up here. There's a dude behind here. He backflipped last second. And then there's a dude over here. It's evenly spread. There's not overlapping. If you overlap, you die. But now these guys already know. These guys already know where they're going. So this guy down here is replacing this dude. This guy up here is replacing up here. So on and so forth. Very, very simple. They go out, and he already knows where he's going. And that's it. That is Tenstrike. The hardest part of this mechanic is the lineup. I 100% telling you that is the hardest part, because people line up and they don't know where to line up. Just please L1 to 4 like that, or like that. Just like your quick march spots that you sign up for at the beginning of the instance. Usually PF does it like that. Beginning of the instance, they do the 1, 2, 3, 4. They do it for quick march. Use the quick march spots for the spread on the side. Just like I said, or else you're gonna have problems with 2 people on the same side and nobody intercept. Yeah, I hope this helps. Wasn't scripted or anything, so I hope I explained everything well enough, but hopefully this will help you guys get through Tenstrike. I'll play it through one more time. Hatches placed. Eat the hatch. Walks in. Just remember, come in from the side, because you're gonna get dive bombed. There's a chance you get dive bombed, and that would have killed him. Eat it. Move in, because the Earthshakers. Spread the Earthshakers. Take your positions here, so you know who's going where for the second set. Easy peasy. It's not a very hard mechanic. I know sometimes, in some occasions, that the hatches kind of glitch out and they kind of like move forward and back and stuff like that. Sometimes it doesn't work to fix it. You can try to fix it if the person that initially took the hatch, so whoever took the first hatch, wiggles left and right a little bit. Sometimes it'll fix the hatch moving back and forth like it did. But yeah, that's Tenstrike. Hope that helps. Sorry it was a little bit longer, but I want to get the point across. Good luck.